What's good, YouTube? We're back. It's AJ Talk Sports, aka Cash Money 98. We're back on the clock here in a DraftKings BBM, and we're at the 111, the 111. If you know, you know. And we're gonna go ahead and take our 102 in 2026 fantasy football best ball, and we go ahead and take Ashton Genty at the 111. Jumping right into it, guys. Very, very fortunate to start off with my guy Ashton Genty, as I mentioned, my 102 in fantasy football this year. And we'll be on the clock here in a second after our friend Luke Bombardier is on the clock, and he goes Kenneth Walker. And as you guys see here, my 101 in 2026 fantasy football, Mr. Brock Bowers, the Lizan Al Gaib, makes it to this team here. And we start my favorite start in 2026 fantasy football. The start that just feels it's just the start that feels like the truth, guys. And that is Genty and Bowers. And I've started this start, and as you guys have seen in many of my videos, I'm probably over 60% Bowers on both DraftKings and Underdog, and I'm well over 50% as well on Genty in both platforms as well. And I just simply believe, and I've said this in many videos, guys, before, but I've just, this is my first time recording in a little over a week now, and I just spent a lot of time really just reflecting and honestly not even thinking, guys, just feeling, if that makes sense, and letting my intuition and instinct guide me in some of my drafts that I've been doing, guys. I've still been drafting every single day, and that's, to me, how I'm going to let this draft go, guys. I'm simply just going to rely on my instinct and my intuition and not overanalyze anything, not honestly think much through, really just allow my instinct and intuition to guide me based on what I'm feeling and what God is telling me. I recently just truly accepted God into my heart, my mind, and my body, and my spirit, God, guys. And I'm just letting him guide me in my life, letting that energy, that's, Holy Spirit energy, that just that light guide me in every kind of walk in my life, whether it be personal, professional, any decision, guys. I just allowed the light to guide me through my instinct and my intuition. And I just feel amazing, guys. It's been 4 days now since I truly accepted God into my heart, into my just my soul. And I've already seen kind of I don't know if you want to say the benefits, but I've just seen and I've just felt I don't know if you want to say the love, guys, or of what that means, but like I just feel a trust, a calmness, a trust, and a strength, quite honestly, guys, like that I'm not going to go back to my old ways. I'm not like I just have a strength and a belief in me, guys. And it was funny. I was listening to this Future and Young Thug. They dropped that album Super Slimy almost 10 years ago now, and there's a song called Group Home. And the way that song starts, guys, is I cheated on my fears. I broke up with my doubts. I got engaged to my faith. And now I'm marrying my dreams. And as you guys know, my dream, I broke up with my doubts, a couple months ago, guys. I cheated on all my fears, everything I feared, guys. I cheated on them. You know what I'm saying? I said F off. You know what I'm saying? I broke up with all my doubts. I don't doubt that I can't do anything. I believe I can do everything and anything. I believe that I can be anyone I dream of, and I can be anyone who God wants me to be. I believe, and I got engaged to my faith, as I mentioned, guys. Really have understood and just tap into that, and I'm marrying my dreams now, guys. And I've told y'all before, and I've told everyone that I know, I dream of changing the fantasy football landscape forever. I dream of shifting how fantasy football has, especially specifically best ball, is viewed. And I dream that AJ Talk Sports. I dream that I'm able to and the only way that that dream kind of can come true, can come to light, guys, is God speaking through me. It's not going to be me being able to out analysis the field. And we're on the clock, guys. As you guys see here, no brainer. Colston Loveland, my 16th overall ranked player, is going to be the selection here. And it's not going to be through analysis by paralysis. It's not going to be through crunching the numbers, guys. It's going to be simply just being free in my mind, my body, and my heart, to be quite honest with y'all, and just letting my instinct and my intuition guide me. And that's what, I guess you could say I've been doing in my fantasy football drafts this year. But I'm just letting that completely. Here we go. Jalen Waddle. I mean, Luther Burden right here. My highest ranked player on the clock here at pick 38. And I'm just not even thinking about really the picks. I'm just letting, the first name that I see just be the pick that I need to make. And I know obviously these first 4 picks are my rankings, guys, but that's why they're my rankings. It's the truth of, just my instinct and my intuition. And so, like I said, I'm married to my dreams. My wife, I feel her. My future wife, I feel her. I see her, and I'm already married to her. To be honest, to be quite honest with you, and I'm giving her everything that I got today, July 17th. Today's the day. Kind of things have just. I told y'all I accepted God into my heart on July 13th, but truly today is just I put that to the test, if you want to say that, and I'm just. I just feel today's the day. It's all shifted, guys. I just believe it. I just feel blessed, guys. I feel free in my mind. I just feel amazing, and giving everything I got to the game that I love, with God flowing through me. And so it's kind of thinking about it as God speaking through me, speaking through what I love, and it's all connected through love, guys. God loves us. I love this craft of fantasy football and drafting, and I'm just letting that intuition and that frequency of love guide all the picks, and that's my intuition, that's my instinct. It's not thought, it's not analysis, to be quite honest with you guys. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just instinct and intuition. So that's going to be the North Star for this draft, guys, and every future draft that I have. And to be quite honest, it really was like every past draft that I've had, but I just didn't really know how to explain it, to be quite honest with y'all. And so I want to share that today, as new. I just want to share with y'all how I feel about everything that I do, And when I say I want to change, my dream is to change the entire way fantasy football and basketball is played and viewed. That I want to do that by dominating. To be quite honest with you guys, absolutely dominating the field this year and sweeping the podium, which means placing first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th on both Underdog and BBM 7 and on DraftKings and their BBM. And heck, even in the puppy and other tournaments, but really just in the 2 BBMs, and just have an utter domination of the entire, tournament. And that's not even for anything, other than just the love of the game, guys. I love fantasy football in my more than almost anything, guys. Besides obviously my family, now my new understanding and love of God, love of myself, my newfound understanding and love of myself. But besides working out, fantasy football is right there. To be quite honest with you guys, and so I want to give everything that I have to everything that I love, And so the physical expression of that love is shifting this game forever, and just changing how this game is perceived and viewed. And we're on the clock, and I'm going to go ahead and take JMO. No second thoughts about that. JMO, welcome to the team. And I've had this dream in my head, guys, for many years now, honestly. This is the 4th year I've played best ball, and I've always dreamed of doing something that has never been done before in this game, and just sweeping the podium and having the most dominant fantasy football season of all time, breaking into the sports world, the sports industry, the sports media, and just creating a new lane and just shifting the way that the game is entirely perceived. We've talked about zeroth principles ideas, playing from that different dimension. And, God speaking through you and what you love is really the only way that one can even do that. And it's like, you're not even doing it. It's more like it's just coming through you. Yeah. Let's just do Caleb right here. I don't care about Bachel Tune. He's massive bust this year. And my intuition is telling me that, but it's just coming through you, and so um yeah, that's just how I'm feeling, to be honest, to start this video, guys. I know not much analysis you're getting here. I'll pull up the board for y'all here to see, how things are going. Not much analysis. So if you came to this video for analysis, um, unfortunately, you're not going to get it on this one, really. But I mean, we could talk about it more later. But I just how I'm feeling, guys. I mean, if you know me, I've been going through a lot of stuff in my personal life, and so the last year for me has just been essentially about starting from zero. We talked about zeroth principles ideas. I basically tore my life in half to start at zero, to understand what are the building blocks of my life, um, and build myself a foundation that I can build a relationship and love with myself, with God, with my wife, my family, my friends, my craft, what I love to do, and start from there. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm gonna be turning 28 in 11 days. We're at the 111. In 11 days, I'll be 28. So, I'm going to my golden year, July 28th, year 28 on Earth. Just it's all coming together, guys. I just truly feel like that. And no, the year 27 for me was by far and away the best year of my life, in the sense that it's the most memorable year of my life. It's the most growth I've ever experienced in my life. It's just the most everything, love that I've ever experienced in my life. It's just everything. And it's just what needed to happen to truly just live the rest of my life for a deeper appreciation and understanding, feeling, knowing, alignments, whatever phrase you want to call it, guys. And it required me blowing it up, blowing up my entire life, you know, hurting those around me, to be quite honest with you guys. It required a lot of, honestly hurting others, like doing not good things in the world, unfortunately. And I forgave myself for that. I forgave those people for that. I prayed God, forgive me and washed away those sins. But it's just, you know, I just, if anything, guys, I'm just beyond grateful that this is all transpired. And because the reason I say I'm grateful is because the feeling that I have right now, guys, is that I'm alive. Like I'm alive. Like I am alive, and I am that I am. Like that statement of, Jesus' name means I am that I am. And I understand, I'm understanding what that truly means. And it's just like, and I'm feeling that energy, and I'm feeling God inside me, and I'm just allowing him to express himself through me into the things that I love. Because love is the only frequency that humans can perceive and transduce, from higher dimensions and through space and time. That's from Interstellar. And that's the truth, guys. That is the truth, and that's all God preaches, and if you want to, whatever religion, it's through love, guys. And we're back on the clock. Top pick for me, Herbo, Jaden Reed, Metcalf. I'm feeling Herbo. I don't know about y'all. I'm feeling Herbo. Herbo's pretty sweet, ain't it? But yeah, it's just a beautiful thing, guys, to be quite frank with y'all. And just yeah, I'm able to live my life through love now. Jaden Reed, bang, welcome to the squad. And that's just something you can't put a price on, something you can't really, it's really hard to communicate. But if I can just, it's hard to communicate and understand it, but I really hope that everyone can face some real adversity and pressure in their life that reveals who they truly are to themselves. And to me, the situation that I'm going through right now, guys, is, so intense, to be quite honest, that it's just, pressure makes diamonds, or it collapses you. And to me, it's revealed that I'm a diamond, guys. I'm a star. I'm a superstar. That's who God wants me to be. That's who my family knows I am to be. That's who I know I am myself. I'm destined for greatness. We all are destined for greatness. I'm not special in saying that for myself. We all are destined for greatness in whatever the craft it is that we love. And you can reach your potential by truly surrendering, guys. And there's this law of polarity. That's one of the hermetic laws. That's just one of the fundamental truths of the universe and fundamental universal laws is this law of polarity, meaning there's two sides to everything. There's a positive and a negative, right? And the we know that whatever we give our attention to grows in energy, right? And whatever we focus on grows in energy and value. That's why attention is the most valuable currency, guys, in the world, and that's why TikTok, all these things that steal away your attention, is quite literally, in my opinion, like the worst energies on the planet because it's stealing your most valuable resource and it's draining the life out of you, draining the life out of us. Like what I'm saying. For how addictive it is and whatnot. Porn is the same thing. I was addicted to porn for 10 years plus. Finally have broken free from that thanks to my future self, my past self, and thanks to God speaking through me and not giving me that strength. You know what I'm saying? But going back to what I was saying, law of polarity. It's like I'm in this draft. I'm giving it my full attention and full presence. There's no distractions. It's just me and the camera and the draft. But at the same time, I'm surrendering. I'm surrendering, and I understand. Like I think when people reach flow state, you see like Curry hit 13 threes. You see LeBron score 24 points and straight against the Pistons. You see these crazy feats of athleticism and what people call the flow state, and it's because they're so present in the process of what they're doing, and they've obviously done decades worth of work to build the mind muscle, like build it ingrained in their mind what they're doing in like their physical sense. But in that peak performance, you actually are just letting go completely to your instincts and your intuition. And that's what I mean by like I'm just surrendering to God while being fully present. And I feel like that is going to allow my highest self, which is God speaking through me, into my drafts and result in my dreams coming to fruition and manifesting themselves into this reality and changing the game of fantasy football forever. And it's just through surrender. And I think that's what I've understood and I'm putting into practice here today, and what I've been putting into practice really the last couple of days since I said 713. And I'm from the 713 H-Town, stand up. But yeah, so just trying to explain to y'all how I'm like just what's in my mind right now, to be honest with y'all, what's guiding me, there's no such thing as like perfection can only be if you want to say channeled or aligned with through God flowing through you. I just don't see any other way around it now that I've just gone through. I just don't see any other way around through it, guys. It's not. It just is what it is. I don't know what else to say. But we're gonna be back on the clock here at this pick. We see this is how the last couple of rounds and picks have been going for those who are keeping track of this draft. We're on the clock here. My boy J Lo goes. Downs and Rico are big fallers. I'm gonna go ahead and take Corum. I like Corum. I'm just gonna go ahead and snatch him up right there. Shout out to my boy Corum. Love that guy. But yeah, guys, just intuition, instinct. The first name that stands out, bang, we're selecting them. But man, guys, man, we're back on the clock. There goes Downs. Nice ADP value, especially in the PPR format, but all is well. Addison, Wandale, Golden. Let's go, Jordan Addison. He's a stud. So there we go. And there you go. Our next pick is 1111, guys. So prophecy is coming to light. But yeah, just live your life through love. And the only way you can live your life through love, guys, is just giving everything that you have to the things that is that you love. Whatever it is you love, guys, don't be afraid of it. I was always afraid of telling people that I'm in love and I love the art of fantasy football, guys. I love working out. I love expanding my consciousness, my mind, my body. I love it trying to push the limits of what current society tells us is possible. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I think I don't like you don't like you don't think your way through that to accomplish that. You surrender through love. That's how zeroth principles ideas come to one and express themselves through one person. It's just a absurd dedication to the craft, absurd presence in the process, and a surrendering to understanding that nothing is coming from you, it's coming through you from God, from the source, from whatever you want to call it, guys. Source energy, like the creative energy that flows through the world. At the end of the day, we are all creators, and I'm my happiest when I'm creating. And I believe fantasy football, guys, is an art form. I believe this is an art. And that's honestly another, point that I want to make is like, or at least something that I've been feeling is like this game from we all watch YouTubers, we all watch we all watch fantasy football content, we all watch we all follow fantasy football content on Twitter if you really enjoy this game, and to me it's just so overanalyzed, so mathematically pigeonholed, so um I don't even know. It's like, and those aren't bad things, guys. Like they're not bad. There's like obviously value in those things because there's no doubt about it. But it's just like to change the game to you know allow this dream to come to fruition and like dream this vision into reality, as Conor McGregor said. Um, you have to surrender. You have to surrender to some like you have to surrender to something that's higher than us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like to operate and it's just yeah, it's not I just that's just what I believe, guys. And I'm confident in what I believe in. I believe that I believe I am that I am. Um it's as simple as that, to be quite honest with y'all. We're gonna be up on the clock here at 1111 in just a second, but um I just the pyramid of pyramid of Giza, guys. It's a triangle, and I think it's God, yourself, and the work that are the three vertices. And the thing that's holding it all together is love, and it flows through through you. Um, and we're back on the clock here. Mason, Shaheed, Diggs, Stroud, Mitchell. Um, I like my boy Diggs. I like my boy Diggs right there. But yeah, it's just it's a beautiful thing, guys. We're back on the clock. Gadsden, 65th ranked player. Bang. Stack him up with Herb. Why not? Why not have fun with it? Um, there you go. Sorry, guys. Put it right here for y'all to watch. But yeah. So I think we all want to do our best work, right? And I feel like it's just such a privilege to be free in this world and live, guys. I'm in a situation right now where my freedom is on the line. Like, um, and it's just made me realize that it's such a blessing to wake up and be free to do what you want to do. And I feel like we're just as a society so distracted, and I think it all stems from our phones, guys. To be quite honest with you, um, we're all just so distracted from what we like, if, like just from life and who we are. And it's just it's just insane. It's truly just insane, guys. And it might sound extreme, but I challenge all y'all to if you go to the gym and you work out, don't bring your phone with you. Leave that shit in the car. If you want to listen to music, bring your backpack, put it in a bag, and leave it in your backpack the entire workout. Okay, like I challenge y'all. Don't look at your phone the first hour you're awake. Don't like. It's just you know. I look at music and art and design as like the kind of like pulse of how society is doing from a health perspective. And I mean, guys, think about how the quality of music has fallen off post COVID. think about how the quality of design in cars, in architecture, in clothing is just fallen off since COVID, and honestly since like the early since like 2008, 2009. And that's when the iPhone came out, guys, in 2007, 2008, 2009. That's when the iPhone blew up. When COVID happened, that just put everyone on their phones and inside even more. And it's like I I look at these things and I'm like, humans were at peak creativity and peak performance in the 50s, 60s, and 70s when, you know, before the war on drugs, when mushrooms, LSD, all these things were legal. Um, I'm not saying to go out and take those things, guys. Those have very, very strong implications, and your mind needs to be extremely strong, and you need to have a great environment to allow those things to have good benefits. You can definitely bring in the wrong energy to your life if you take a lot of them when your mind's not in a good spot. That's speaking from someone who's had those bad experiences. Also has had very good experiences, but like I just think the world is in need of a massive art renaissance and revival, and I think that starts with removing technology from your life. And you're only going to find true happiness from creating things that you love, like true fulfillment and happiness from creating value in things that you love. And if you're creating that at work, like you're creating things that create value for your work, even if it's a corporate job, that's awesome. Like when you go to the gym, guys, you're creating that physique. You know what I'm saying? Like you're creating that vision that you have for yourself. We're meant to be creators, guys. Like that's who we are meant to be. It's in our DNA. It's in everyone's DNA. We're not meant to be sheep. We're not meant to be followers. You know what I'm saying? Like follow God. Follow the intuition inside you. Don't follow celebrities online. They're not doing anything. We're back on the clock here. Naylor, Rodriguez, Algier, Tucker, Sadiq, Coleman, Fernando. This is tough, guys. My intuition is just telling me Naylor, so I'm gonna go Naylor. That's just my intuition. So yeah, guys, I just believe that, and that's just what we're thinking, guys. And we're back on the clock, just like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. And Mendoza, Coleman are all there. Rodriguez, I'm good. Sadiq, pretty interesting, I guess. Coleman, Mendoza. Let's go ahead and do. Let's do Coleman. Let's do some Coleman. I love Coleman. Intuition was telling me Coleman right there. Sorry guys, I keep scrolling down. I don't like looking at the board when I draft. Just it's another distraction. But yeah, so that's just where things are at for me right now mentally, guys. And I mean, comment down below what y'all are thinking. I know this is all has nothing to do. I mean, the thing is, it has everything to do with fantasy football, for me at least. You know what I'm saying? But I just believe that, especially us as men, guys, we can do anything, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do anything, whether you like, the stock market, whether you like whatever you like, guys, whatever you love, surrender to it. You know what I'm saying? Go all in with it. You never know whatever your dreams are truly, like pursue it, guys. Marry your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to fall, like I had to self implode to get to this point, and I'm so happy I did because this is what I was searching for. Guys, I was lost. I was living in Dallas. I was making over $100,000 a year. I was, had a great girlfriend. I was, things were going good on paper, guys, but something inside me felt like, you know what? Something is not right. Something is not adding up. Something is not aligned. And I want to understand what that is. And whatever, everything I've just said, guys, is what that was. And it's how I'm going to live the rest of my life. I truly believe that I can do anything. I truly believe I am a game changer in every single thing that I put energy to. I just believe we all are, guys. I'm not special. We're all special in everything that, it makes us unique. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like whatever it is, guys, I don't, whatever it is, I just know, like, just be who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. Be who you are and create. And this fantasy football draft to me, guys, is a creation. It's not it's a creation. You know what I'm saying? And people can go about creating things in their own way. I'm creating through intuition and instinct. And I'm creating through the love of the game. And that's what we all should, in my opinion, that's what we all should be doing. And don't let anyone tell you can't. You know what I'm saying? There are no rules for anything in life. Any rule was just made up by another person for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, don't harm your friend. Like, we're all connected. We're all nodes of the same consciousness, of the same system. Like, don't do that. But just, just try to set the standard in everything you do, guys. Try to set the standard in everything you do, and just be free in your mind. You know what I'm saying, guys? Be free in your mind. You can do anything you want. You can really do anything you want. And it's not even meant to be motivational. This is just meant. I'm just speaking my truth, to be honest with you guys. I'm just speaking how I feel. I'm letting it flow through me. I'm letting this draft flow through me. And we're just doing this. We're just here. We're just in this present moment. July 17th, 6:26 p.m. Living life. Living life, bro. I'm happy. That's what Young Thug said. Back on the clock. AD Mitchell, my boy, goes off the clock. Gino, Trey Harris. Let's go Trey. Let's go Trey. We got 5 more picks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a lot of picks, guys. That's why I love DraftKings. To be honest with y'all, I love DraftKings. This is my first year doing DraftKings, but I love it. I love the extra picks. It's super fun. But man, life is beautiful, guys. Life is amazing. It's truly amazing. We're back on the clock. Sean Tucker, Braylon Allen, Emma Johnson. I mean, what do we want to do here, guys? What do we want to do? Sean Tucker's a superstar. I believe that. I believe Sean Tucker's a superstar. Anytime this guy's got an opportunity, he just balls out. Why not? But I'm just at this point, guys, where I just know that the prophecy has come to light at this point. Like, I already know my wife's is here. I know our dreams have come to fruition. I know we're free in this world. I know I'm a light in this world. I know that I make this world a better place with me free in it. I know that I do everything with love and I treat everyone with love. I know that I am that I am. And that's all I can say. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane, guys. Sorry. This is a horrible screen for y'all to watch this draft if you're not listening to me talk. But, I mean, what can I say, guys? What can I say? Now, shout out another plug, guys. This is just sitting right here, so I'm going to talk about it. Lion's Mane mushrooms. If you have never heard about this, I swear this stuff has changed my life. It gave me some acne because it messed my gut up. So that's on me because I took too much of it on an empty stomach, and I didn't realize that messes up your gut lining. So that's why my skin is messed up, because your gut is directly correlated with your skin and your acne. But that'll heal. The acne will go away within a couple of days, God willing. I got a wedding coming up next week, guys. I gotta set the standard for my family. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be who my family needs me to be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that stuff, guys, cognitively will help you connect to the source. Your source. Mushrooms come from the ground. They're called lion's mane. Lions are the kings of the jungle, or kings of the Sahara. It helps you just get into that mode. You know what I'm saying? So tap into that. You don't even need coffee if you're on that. If you're not in that mode, you know what I'm saying. Caffeine plus that, then you go to that. You go to that. You go to a different mode. Try working out on that plus some pre-workout. You really tap into a mode. That'll mess up your skin a little bit, guys. So be careful. This pimple is nasty, but anyway, I have one right here too, but it'll go away. Yeah. Yep. Also, this book, guys, Zeroth Principles Thinking. I bought the book just to really understand it even more. Obviously, you can still learn pretty much everything online, but I just wanted to buy the book so I can get a physical copy of it. And just a couple of lines that really stood out to me. And this one is number one, the goal is to align ourselves toward harmony instead of our own demise. And if you just think about your life, how many things are you doing that align with your own demise rather than harmony? And then think about to yourself, why am I doing these things? Like, why was I watching porn? Why was I drinking alcohol? Why was I, and it's like, you're doing these things. Like, why am I doom scrolling on TikTok or IG? You're doing all these things, guys, because you're feeding something inside you that's not your creative energy. And it's distracting you from who you truly can be. So, I challenge y'all to reevaluate anything that's not aligned to yourselves. And we're on the clock again, guys. Tyreek, Vidal. I'm going to go Kamani. I want to go Kamani. I like Kamani. But the goal is to align ourselves toward harmony instead of our own demise. It's crazy how profound that is, but how simple that is. But why do we not do it? Like, it's because no one's thinking for themselves, guys. We're all just like blind squirrels. Brandon Ayuk. I mean, come on, guys. Brandon Ayuk at 206. That's a great pick. Zeroism, however, doesn't try to identify or rule out the impossible. It wonders if we might not be seeing the structure of reality immediately in front of us. Zeroism leads us to the possible, not to the probable, to the previously undiscovered. Zeroisms are game changers in this world where we are continuously expanding our spheres of understanding. Each zeroth principle insight can unlock a more set of expansive spheres. With a zero, a graph is not just an exponential curve. The units change. The graph reorganizes its axes. Dimensions are added to accommodate ideas from another dimension. That's what zeros get you. Zeroth principles thinking paves the way to explore boundless terrain. We must evolve. Evolving, adapting, and collaborating with God will require fluency in zeroism. And I just think that zeroism is surrendering. I think it's a dedication to your craft. I think it's a surrendering to God and to the unknown. But it's like the unknown becomes known through surrender. That's what I think. I shouldn't even say that's what I think. I didn't even think about that. That just came to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't think, stuff just comes to us, guys. At least for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can only speak for myself because in my first person view, but consciousness is non-local. I believe that. I do believe that because these thoughts are just like, I just thought about, like, I forgot even what I just said. I just said, I literally just forgot what I just said. That's why I'm glad I'm recording this. But timestamp that 39 minutes. What did I just say? But stuff just comes through us, guys. Stuff just comes through us. It's not created in our mind. It's received from our mind, right? And if you think about that, if everything is received, then we should be trying to align our environment in our mind and our body and our spirit with harmony, with God, to allow that data stream, if you will, that energy, that frequency, to have a smooth travel, like a smooth flow through. If you're, frying your brain, frying your dopamine with porn and TikTok, if you're, you know, frying your body with fast food, alcohol, weed, um, bad drugs like man-made drugs like meth and all that kind of stuff, um, you're basically ruining your environment and your frequency that misaligns with the the good energy that's trying to flow to you. You know what I'm saying? It's free to flow to everyone. That's the amazing thing. That's what I'm saying. Like it's free for every human. And my mission now is just to not be self-destructive. And it's like this society that we've all lived in, guys, and we're raised in, it's trained us to be self-destructive and not independent thinkers. And I hate this word thinking. It's like I should say independent receivers. And we are receivers. We are transducers of God to this world, and it's like through our unique visions and through love that happens. And um, I just I don't know what to say, guys. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. This wisdom, this knowledge, it's so profound to me. It's so truthful to me. Um, it's so clear to me. And it's like why was I ever thinking about anything different? The issue, guys, is because I was thinking, guys. It's like whenever you think you're gonna whenever you're doing some bad shit, you know what you're doing is bad. You know what I'm saying? We're back on the clock. Hold up. We're back on the clock. Hold up. You know what, guys? Let's change the game. Zay Davis, my boy Isaiah Davis. Why not? Right there, my dog. I'm like, what? Like, if you guys find yourself feeling like, you know, overthinking something or anxious or feel like you're gonna do revert to old habits that are bad, it's because you're thinking. Like if you just breathe and breathe in and breathe out and like consciously trust it, do that for like 5 minutes and watch what happens. Watch the knowledge that flows through you. Watch the truth and clarity that flows through you. Guys, I'm feeling Xavion, Tyree next gen, Xavion Thomas. But watch the knowledge that just flows through you. Watch the clarity that flows through you. And don't think anymore. Just be and just receive and just create. And we just received and we just were and we just created this team, guys, in a blink of an eye, to be quite honest. This draft just flew by. Recapping, I guess we went Genty, Bowers, Loveland, Burden, JMO, Caleb, Herbert, Jaden Reed, Quorum, Addison, Diggs, Gadsden, Naylor, Coleman, Trey, Harris, Sean Tucker, Vidal, Brandon Ayuk, Isaiah Davis, and Xavion Thomas. So appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all listening to me. Just happy to be here. Happy to be alive, guys. I'll never forget this day, July 17th. The prophecy comes to light through presence in the process. I am that I am. We are all free to be great. We are all free to receive. Just surrender. Love, guys.